Okay. Let's see what's going on. Of course, nothing worked as I planned. I planned to do it with iPad and Apple Pencil, but for some reason my computer doesn't see iPad, so it was like 1 minute left before 4 p.m. and nothing is still working, nothing is attached, so I had to hurry up and find some other options to fix this. It's always better to have plan B for such emergencies, because I kind of failed everybody last week with my sickness and voice. And this week to skip it again, it would be not cool. Let's see, I just now opened this. Let's see if you even will see the text there. Let's check, maybe it should be bigger. Oh, привет. Привет, друзья. Hi, everyone. Sorry again, I don't know. Somebody must have cursed me with this technology issues, because it's just not normal. And yeah, it happens not just here. Every time I teach at the university, every single time there is some issue with my presentations or something. I am cursed with this. So I guess now hopefully it would work. Let me open the program. So unfortunately I didn't find the way to connect my iPad. So we are continuing with this book. We read it last time. It's called Шмяк Little Scout. Котенок Шмяк, маленький скаут. So you see it on your screen. And I will try to find the way to do highlights and everything here. Маленький скаут. Hopefully here I don't have to explain anything. Let's try. Do you see if I do some underline stuff? Let me know. So embarrassing. Do you see that I underlined the word опаздывал? So, yeah, we start with grammar. Шмяк опаздывал на собрание. Here, let's start with infinitive. I hope you remember that infinitive in Russian we show with t. Surprisingly, I was shocked. A lot of people don't know what infinitive even means. It's this original form. To, I don't know, to do something, to go somewhere, to be someone. So this is this form that you will find in a dictionary. In Russian, we call it infinitive and infinitive, we pronounce it. So when you see t in the ending, most of the time, yeah, it means that this is just original form of the verb. To make it past tense, last time we talked about it. For male, it would be l. Опаздывал. Шмяк is a boy, cat, so we use masculine form. Опаздывал. Remember how to make it feminine? We simply add la. Опаздывала. So he опаздывал. Also, today I wanted to talk about Russian ways of changing verbs. This is a very complicated topic, and oh my god, perfective and imperfective. Give me a second, I'll check if everything So perfective and imperfective aspects in Russian, you probably heard that they are called aspects. So we have this original form опаздывать. Also, we can say опоздать. Опоздать. No, I think it's опоздать. Good Lord, there's something. Wait a second. It's O should be. Yeah, what's going on? It's O. I'm seeing something different. Yeah. I'm really happy that I always have this natural feeling about words, that I kind of see that something is wrong here. So it's опоздать. Oh, yeah. Опоздать. So perfective and imperfective. You probably heard about that if you've been learning Russian. So опаздывать usually it's something that you do on a regular basis. Let's take another example. Ходить, to go, to walk, and идти. They both mean to go. However, ходить, this form, imperfective, it would be on a regular basis. For example, I go to the store every single day. Я хожу в магазин каждый день. If you say я иду в магазин, probably it's about some particular time. Right now I am going to the grocery store. Я иду в магазин, meaning right now. Я иду в магазин. Я иду в магазин. So this is now, and я хожу каждый день. I go there every day. That's the main difference. This is like the simplest explanation. Опоздать, опаздывать, same here. Okay, my cat decided to open the door. Wait a second, please. So, опаздывать, опоздать. Here, it's something like English continuous. So you see, we're using this опаздывал because he's kind of in progress. He is in the process of being late. You see, he goes, does something. That's why they use this long form. Он опаздывал. Опаздывал на собрание. На собрание, it would be accusative case. Accusative case. Why? Remember last time we talked about it? На собрание. Even though we don't change the ending here, it's not nominative. It's accusative case. Because this на is about direction. На собрание. So he's going to that meeting. На собрание. So when you're going somewhere, we use accusative case. Remember last time we talked in details about the difference between prepositional case and accusative case. Just to refresh your memory, он, for example, уже сидит на собрании. That would be prepositional. And here you see we changed this ending. So he is already sitting in that meeting. He's already there. He's present. Here, he is being late for this meeting. So he's physically walking there. So he's not there yet. It's the direction of his movement. Accusative, prepositional. Okay. На собрание. And then we have скаутского отряда. Скаутского отряда. First of all, about adjective. Let's say scout. It's not the Russian word, obviously. You hopefully know the word scout. So, to make it a adjective, Skautski. Skautski. In English, it's so simple for you because you just say scout like a person and scout meeting. You understand that this is a meeting of scouts. In Russian, we usually change it to adjective to describe something. Scout, skautski. Or let's say Moskva, Moscow, the city. To make it an adjective, we would see Moskovsky. For example, Moskovsky transport. In English, again, you would say Moscow transport. Yeah, you don't change this Moskva, Moscow. In Russian, we do change it into an adjective. Or what else? There are different ways of making those adjectives. It's just one of the examples. Let's say computer, computer, компьютерный, let's say virus, virus. Again, in English, you would probably just say computer virus, yeah? But in Russian, we need an adjective. So same here, if you look at the book, скаутский, скаутский отряд. However, this скаутский отряд we put in genitive case because again, in English, you show it with of. In Russian, most of the times, we would use genitive case in these situations. So it's the meeting of the scout club. Scout club. Meeting of. Собрание отряда. Собрание отряда. Скаутского. So we change them into the genitive case mode. Скаутского отряда. Okay. Then we have what? Passive voice, right? In English, it's considered bad, like bad writing, to use a lot of passive voice, and that's why a lot of Russians have problems in writing in English. Because in Russian, using passive voice is very, very common. For example, дом, let's say, был построен. The house was built. Yeah, a house was built. So it means that somebody, some contractors, I don't know, some builders, some workers came and built this house. So in English, you show it with, what am I doing? You show it with this was. And this is exactly how we show it in Russian. Был. Был literally means was. Was, был, был. Same here. Встреча. Встреча. Встреча is a feminine noun. So встреча была. Remember? Past tense for feminine nouns. Была. And the verb. Встреча была назначена. So the meeting was appointed, 4 p.m. на 4 часа. So about our live stream, we can say the same thing even with 4 p.m. Урок был назначен на 4 часа. This is about our today's lesson. At 4 p.m. we can say the lesson was appointed for 4. Урок был назначен на 4 часа. What else we have there? Шмяк схватил. Схватил. Again, this is past tense. Past tense. Схватить means to grab something. To grab. And again, we just change it into the masculine form, past tense. Схватил. Он схватил. He grabbed. He grabbed. So, what did he grab? Голубой галстук. His blue tie. And I promised you to talk about this idiom. Вылететь пулей. Вылететь пулей. Literally, it means to fly like a bullet. To fly like a bullet. To fly like a bullet. But of course, remember, when it comes to idioms, we don't translate them directly. They have special meanings. For example, this one means to run really fast, to do something really fast, like as a bullet. Пулей is instrumental case. Instrumental case. Whoa. Instrumental. Remember when we talked about instrumental, that when something is an instrument, or when you kind of become someone or something. So here you are becoming this bullet. Вылететь пулей. Or быть директором. So this would be instrumental case. To be someone. To be an actor. To be a director. To be, I don't know, football player. Футболистом. This would be instrumental case. Also, из дома. Из дома. What case is that? Genitive. After is, usually we use genitive case. Из России. Я из России. I am from Russia. Он из Испании. He is from Spain. Она из Америки. So all these would be genitive case endings. Genitive cases. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. What else we have here? А вот и шмяк. Remember we talked that this is this exclamation, something like, oh, here you are finally. Here he is. Вот и шмяк. Or, for example, you've been waiting for the new year to come, like I am doing now. Super excited about New Year. А вот и Новый год. Like, yeah, New Year has come. Give me a second. I think you don't see the text properly. How about this? Hopefully it's better now. So when you are excited about something, you can do this. А вот и Новый год. А вот и Masha. Oh, here is Masha. She has come finally. Yay. А вот и Masha. What else can we say? Like anything. So if you've been waiting for something or someone, this is how you show your excitement. Again, we have more interesting verbs here. So, сказать. You probably know the word говорить, to speak. Again, this is quite confusing for Russians to translate this for in English, because to speak, to say, to talk, to chat, basically it all can be expressed with this word говорить. So all those nuances, like when you say something, when you speak, when you talk to someone, for Russians it's a nightmare in English. It's very confusing for us. So говорить. Говорить, it means to speak in general. To speak in general. For example, I speak English. Я говорю по-английски. По-английски. I speak English. Or he is speaking quiet, or very quietly. Yeah. Он говорит тихо. He is speaking very quietly. Он говорит тихо. Они говорят долго. They have been talking for a long time. Говорят долго. Долго for a long time. And let's emphasize it a little bit. Also, we have сказать. Сказать. To say something. To say something. It's again about something specific. He said hi. Он сказал привет. By the way, in Russian, we put the commas, exclamation points, dots after the quotation marks. In English, you usually put them in different way. Okay. So, он сказал привет. Or like here, а вот и шмяк сказал мистер Мур. Да, мистер Мур. So, it's about this specific phrase. He said this phrase. Сказал. Okay. Вожатый, remember I told you it's the leader of the scout group. Вожатый. And again, remember this off. This preposition off in Russian, genitive. He is the leader of this group. So in Russian we would use genitive case. Скаутский отряд will turn to скаутского отряда. Okay. Interesting combination of tenses in this one. Almost as complicated as in English it is. So, мы уже думали. We already thought. We have already thought. Думать, the infinitive. Думать, plural, past, думали. Думать, думали. So it's past tense, plural form. Мы думали. We thought. Then, interesting. Ты забыл. You forgot. The infinitive would be забыть. In the ending. So you forgot. Забыть. Let's actually put them all together. Забыть. Ты забыл. And then we suddenly have future. Не прийти. Не придешь. So you forgot and you wouldn't come. So you see, they combine past and future. So they thought he already forgot and he would not come. The combination of past and future in Russian. Мы уже думали, что ты забыл и не придешь. So in Russian, we don't do this English language stuff. Like you change you will not come. Change to like you would not come when you kind of speak in the past. So in Russian, you just keep the normal class. Oh, normal future tense. Okay, let's move to the next one. What about this text? Do you see it? I guess I have to do a little bit of adjustments every time. Hopefully you see it. I'm really sorry, my throat is still not feeling well, so I kind of having troubles talking. Okay, what do we have here? Котята. He is addressing them. Yeah, he says, he kind of calls for their attention. Котята, like kittens. Kittens. Это наш новый скаут. Наш новый скаут. I don't know if we should... Yeah, I always keep thinking that something is way too difficult for people, and then I remember like it's actually something too simple, and then I remember that it's actually not simple. A lot of beginners here. So what is наш? Наш. Наш means our. However, this is the masculine form. Masculine form. Remember that all the nouns in Russian have genders. For example, телефон – это он. Телефон is masculine. Ручка, pen, is она. Ручка is feminine. For example, so it would be наш телефон, our phone. But if we want to say our pen, we must change it into the feminine form. Наша ручка. Our pen. Наша ручка. So scout, like here in the book, scout is a masculine noun. And we use наш. Наш. Same with the adjectives. You see, наш новый. Новый means new. So, new phone would be новый. Телефон, new phone. If you want to say a new pen, again, we must change it into the feminine form. Новая ручка. It's easy to remember because usually it's like and here there is like and just ending on a consonant. No special endings. Новый телефон. Okay. Его зовут Пупс. Его зовут Пупс. Его зовут... It's accusative case, but normally we just learn it by heart. We just learn it by heart. Его зовут, меня зовут. When you learn how to introduce yourself on the very first lessons, I'm sure you never even think about, oh, what case it is, because you simply are not familiar with cases at that point. So this is something that you just learn by heart. Его зовут Пупс. His name is Poops. Ее зовут, let's say Alice. Ее зовут Алиса. My name is Daria. Меня зовут Daria. So this is just something you usually learn by heart at the very beginning of learning the Russian language. Его зовут. You can also say его имя Poops, ее имя Алиса, and мое имя. In that case, that would be possessives. Possessives. So his name is Poops. His name is Poops. I received a question, I think yesterday, like, where is this is? His name is Poops. My name is. In Russian, these is, are, we don't use them. We don't use them. So in Russian, we would literally say I, Daria. I, Daria. We don't say I am Daria. We say я, Daria. So we don't have this to be construction between them. Okay. Mr. Мур. Сразу было видно. Было видно. I would say, again, it's not literally. It means it's obvious. Видно, in general, something is can be seen. So it could be easily seen that he is an experienced scout. Видно. Было видно. But in this situation, it means that it's obvious. You see, he looks confident, has this kind of smirk on his face. Honestly, when I was reading this book for the first time, I thought he's kind of bad guy, but he turned out to be a normal boy. So, yeah, I expected him to be not cool. Okay. Шмяк, давай, я тебе помогу. This давай can have several meanings. Давай. It can mean let's do something. Let's do something. For example, давай поговорим. Let's talk. Давай пойдем в кино. Let's go to the movies. And this давай we use with future tense usually. So let's do this and that. Let's go here and there. Also, it can be the synonym of okay. Like, let's go to the movies tomorrow. Okay, let's do it. Хорошо, давай. Or you can, it has so many meanings. You can tell somebody to do something faster, like давай скорее, hurry up. Давай скорее, hurry up. Hurry up. I use this every single morning for my son who can't wake up at a reasonable time before school. So hurry up. Remember this phrase, because normally people would translate it as быстрее, быстрее, but the conversational way, давай скорее, давай скорее. So here in the book, he offers him this construction. Let's do something. Here he offers him to help to tie his tie. How do you say it? To do this little knot. Завязать галстук. Давай я помогу. Давай я помогу. Let me help you. Let me help you. Завязать, завязал. Here again, past tense. Here it was infinitive. Завязать, завязал, past tense. So he tied his tie. Okay. Мастерски. Мастерски. Мастерски is an adverb. It answers the question how. Мастерски. Мастерски, like a master, like a pro. This is an adverb. Answers the question how. Professionally. How to say it? So yeah, like a pro. Мастерски. Мастерски. Not his tie. Not his tie. Well, tie, I think tie is a verb too. You can tie something. No? Am I confusing it with something? Tie his tie. Oh yeah, Mike is saying, yeah, tie his tie. Because I think I heard it with this. Okay. Вязал узлы. Вязать means to knit. There are several versions of this. To knit and also to like here in the picture. How do you say it? When you have several ropes and you create something out of them. I'm not sure. So in Russian we would use the same word вязать. Вязать. To knit, it would be, for example, вязать свитер. Свитер, to knit a sweater. It's a very popular hobby. Very popular hobby to knit something. Braid. Maybe braid. Braid, I would say заплетать, плести. Плести, like to braid hair. Плести. Yes, плести. Well, yeah, probably. Weave. Weave, I don't know this word, yeah. Weave, I'll have to look it up. Okay, Шмяк так не умел. Не умел. Уметь is can do something, meaning to have some skill. To have some skill. Уметь. It's very easy to confuse it with the word мочь. It's like in English. Let's say this is more about the ability to do something. Like, can you help me right now? Meaning by this question, like, do you have time right now to participate? So it doesn't mean like, oh, are you physically able to help me? So same here. Мочь is more about your ability to do something. It's a very, very slight difference here. Уметь is specifically for learning some skill. In many situations they are interchangeable, but not all the time. Like here, можешь помочь? Can you help me? You can't say умеешь помочь. It wouldn't make sense. It would sound ridiculous. However, when it comes to some skill, уметь играть на гитаре. I can play the guitar. I know how to play the guitar. Or мочь играть на гитаре. These two are interchangeable. I can play the guitar. Я могу играть на гитаре. Okay. So Шмяк doesn't have this skill. Не умеет to weave those knots. Can, a good question from Damon. Can as a permission. I know there are a lot of jokes in English about this can. Like, can I go to the bathroom? When a student is like, oh, excuse me, teacher, can I go to the bathroom? And they will be like, oh yeah, can you? Kind of making fun, because you are supposed to ask, like, may I go? But in Russian we don't have that problem usually, because most of the time we would use it in the form можно. Можно is to be allowed. To be allowed. You can say могу я выйти в туалет. Могу я выйти в туалет? But it would sound so ridiculous. I don't know. The most common way to ask, by the way, just let's learn real phrases. Можно выйти? May I go out? In the class. You don't kind of specify where you're going. Можно выйти? May I go out? So yeah, in Russian, this can, you wouldn't be able to joke about it, because it's different grammatically. Котята. Котята учились разводить. Учиться. This is another great verb that has a lot of surprises for foreigners. Учиться, it can mean to learn, to study, and without ся, учить, it can even mean to teach. So examples. To study at the university. Учиться в университете. It means that you are studying at some place. in college, in school. Excuse me. So it's the first version. Учиться about some skill. Учиться читать. A child is learning how to read. Ребенок учится читать. What else? Учиться. Yeah, so it's about some skill. For example, you're learning how to play the guitar. And let's say учить. Again, it can mean to learn, to study, but also to teach. To teach. This is super confusing. And it uses two different cases. Oh, actually, let me get rid of the first one. No space. So, учить, to learn and to teach. When it's about learning, учить plus accusative. Plus accusative case. For example, to learn the Russian language, я учу русский язык. I'm learning Russian. But if you use учить, wait a second, I think you use the... Yeah, you use accusative, but then you can explain... so yeah, let me finish the example and I will explain. Учить, я учу студентов русскому языку. Я учу студентов русскому языку. So what's the difference? Here I am learning the Russian language itself. So I am learning. Here I am teaching students plus dative case. This is super confusing, I know. But yeah, this is the same verb. Я учу студентов. I teach students. I teach students. In many situations, it will just come from the context. From the context. So you understand that you're probably not learning students. You are probably teaching students. Я учу студентов. And then you can say чему. For example, I'm teaching them biology. Биологии. What's going on here? Here they are just learning in the book учились разводить костер. They learn how to start a fire. How to start a fire. Разводить костер. Костер. Again, last time we talked, there is the word огонь in general. Actually, we have it here below. Огонь. It means fire in general. Also, there can be fireplace, костер, like fire pit. So it's not just random fire in general. It's specifically a pile of woods to make fire. In that case, that would be костер. Костер. Next one. Again, у шмяка нет, шмяку хотелось. Let's write it down. Шмяку хотелось. This is an interesting construction, and it means шмяк хотел. Хотел. So if you meet this, it just means шмяк wanted. Wanted something. This is very common, using dative case with this хотелось. For example, мне хотелось домой. I wanted to go home. We can say it in the same way. Я хотела домой. I wanted to go home. Я хотела идти домой. I wanted to go home. So they are basically synonyms. This is past tense. I wanted. In present tense, хочется. Хочется. Pronunciation, don't forget. I'm not tired of saying it again and again. Sounds like ца. Хочется. Хочется. Нравится. I like something. Мне нравится. Мне нравится. Так, Андрей in the chat. How to speak better. Как лучше говорить without words. Parasite. Ну, есть наверняка какие-то каналы по развитию речи. Не знаю, здесь русский для иностранцев. То есть это надо уроки для русских, которые говорят по-русски. Просто, например, как лучше говорить. Как лучше говорить. Посмотрите. Так. Дом. Another great question in the chat about дом, домой. So дом in general means a house, home. House, home. Right? Мой дом. My house. Pretty simple. Also, дома means at home. I think we talked about it in one of the previous lessons. В доме, specifically in the house. В доме meaning inside the building. At home, just in general, meaning you are not at the store, you are not at work, you are not anywhere else, you are at home. В доме, specifically inside your house. And домой, it means to the house. To the house. For example, like here, I want to go home. In English, you just skip the preposition. But actually, you mean the direction you are going to your house. Хочу домой. Or, I need to buy a lamp for my house. Мне нужно купить лампу домой. Домой. So these are expressions that you might meet with the word дом. Дом. Okay, what else? Давайте. Давайте. We had давай, like let's do something. And те is just plural. So he is talking to a group of kittens, a group of students. So that's why he's addressing them in plural form. Давайте. Давайте. Basically means the same thing. Let's do this and that. Nothing interesting here. Oh, here's your example with дома. At home. Дома. So at home, шмяк. Рассказал. Рассказал. Another interesting thing. Говорить. Говорить. Remember we had сказать. And the third one. Рассказывать. Рассказывать. This means to tell something. To tell. This one we talked about. It means to speak, to say, speak, talk, blah, blah, blah. This is the same. This one, рассказывать, specifically means the long story. Рассказывать. So the word itself is long. So it's kind of easy to remember which one means what. The word itself is long. And it means that you are telling the long story. Рассказывать. So he told his mom about the new scout. So you see, he's all excited. He's been probably speaking for a long time. Про нового скаута. This is accusative case. Про нового скаута. У нас в отряде prepositional case in our group. This is prepositional. Новый котенок. Prepositional I explained many times, right? So отряд. To make in the group, we would add е. В отряде. That's how we show location. So in their group, they have a new kitten. And again, this phrase that you just memorize, his name is. Его зовут Пупс. Пупс. Interesting word is много. 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 It can mean a lot, many, much, and all that stuff. Много всего умеет. For example, let's say много работы, much work. In English, you have this, again, for Russians, it's a nightmare. Something countable, non-countable. So if there are several objects, it can be a lot, it can be a few, it can be many. If you can't count something, it's much, little. It's very confusing. In Russian, finally, something is more simple. Много работы. Yeah, much work. But at the same time, you can say много студентов, a lot of students, or много воды, about water. Yeah, много воды. Много денег, a lot of money, something like that. So in Russian, много means the amount, big amount of something. Мало is the opposite. Мало is a few, little, not many, not much. So that's not something complicated, at least. Okay, лучший. Let's talk about лучший. Лучший в мире. Just like in English, comparative. Хороший, лучше, лучший. Speaking of, let's make it a little smaller so it's in one line. Like in English, good, better, the best. Right? Good, better, the best. Хороший, лучше, лучший. It's an exception, just like in English, so it's something you should remember. A warning, speaking of how to improve your Russian. Russian people were asking how to speak Russian better. Где Андрей? Never say самый лучший. Rip. Wrong. Don't say that. Самый лучший. Because it already means the best. Лучший уже значит самый хороший. Самый лучший это уже будет, как мы на русском говорим, масло масляное. Да? Double saying. The bestest, best. Something like that. Yeah, so if you say the bestest, this is what it is. Самый лучший. So don't do that. Лучший already means the best. Yeah, the best. Лучший. So he is the best in the world. Again, prepositional case, we add е. В мире. In the world. Okay, so he's the best scout in the world. Okay, it's been an hour. I guess that's enough for one day because my throat is not cool still after this sickness. So thank you very much. I'll have to stop because I drank the whole glass of water already. Oh, very, very kind of physically demanding for me to do these lessons after being sick. Okay, I guess we continue next week with the next book. I have not decided which one it would be. And also, where was it? There was another book I wanted to read. Yeah, after Shmyaks, we might read this one. Really good book with wonderful illustrations. I showed it on Instagram. And maybe we just will do a reading without explanations or something. It's just illustrations are just so incredible here. So I just want to share it with everybody. It's just so crazy beautiful. Okay, thank you very much. Большое спасибо. I'm really happy that we were able to meet here. Unfortunately, without the pencil and iPad as I planned initially, because it was difficult to switch between windows. I wish you could see what's going on my screen. I have like 10 different windows open, so I can see what is going on where, to adjust all these typings and underlines and everything. Okay, thank you very much for staying with me. And if you have time, please leave some comment under the video, because this really helps. This really helps. If you like, it can be even a couple of emojis, because yeah, it helps for the videos. Glenn still can't pronounce Russian R. Don't worry, Glenn. My son is what? He's almost 8 years old. He can't, and he's having speech therapy classes. First of all, he had problems with Russian L, and probably that's why you can't pronounce it. You probably can't pronounce Russian L sound. It's very specific. It's different from English. And yeah, now they're working on R. He has already had more than 20 lessons with a professional speech therapist, and still he can't say R. He says it the French way, the throat way, this R. No, he can say the soft one, привет, but he can't say работа, я рад, Roma. His name is Roman, so he says я Roma. Such a joke for him when you can't even pronounce your name properly. But he pronounces English R, so he just says Roman in American school anyway. So okay, yeah. So please, if you have time, leave some comment for me. I will be super grateful if you do. Все, спасибо всем. Пока-пока.